Hi everyone, just see who's coming on. Oh, so cold today. It is so cold. I'm not sure if anybody's going to join, but you can watch it on catch up, and it's just to explain a little bit about joining Stampin' Up. We only have, what day is it today? It's the 29th, isn't it? Today and tomorrow to join with the new the £75 starter kit. Hi everybody. Hello, hello. Hi, Jenny. Hope you're well. So it's just a little question and answer session about if you've... Morning, Karen. If you've been thinking about joining Stampin' Up. I thought I'd come on and answer any questions that anybody might have. Hi, Alison. I know I've got a few demo friends in here already. Maybe you could chip in and let them know how amazing it is as well. So I'll just give it a couple of minutes. I'm actually off work today. And I've been playing on my electronic cutting machine. My scanning cut. So yeah, I've got the heating on full blast, but I'm still frozen. Morning, honey. How are you, Steph? Hope you're good. Right, let's see if anybody else is coming on. So feel free to just ask me anything. I do have a little print off here with information about joining that's actually on my website at smithscraftcreations.com. And yeah, so I'll just start. So you all know me anyway, but I'm Tricia and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK, and I have been a demonstrator for just over 3 years. Steph's freezing cold as well. Yep, me too. I'm going to crank the heating right up when I come off this live. Up even more. So I've been a demonstrator for just over 3 years, and I have a team of 10 plus 2 level 2 teamies. So it's really, really, really good. In fact, I met up with a few of them yesterday for lunch. You've probably saw my photographs, so that was lovely. We had a carvery and a good natter for 3 hours, and it went really, 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 really quick. So the reason I was wanting to come on is to explain that normally our starter kit is £99, and you could choose up to £130 worth of products. But for November only, we've only got 2 more days left of November, you can get that starter kit for £75. So basically, you choose what you want for £75, and then Stampin' Up are going to give you an extra £55 worth of products on top of that, so the total value is £130. And you can pick whatever you like from the catalogue in there. I know a lot of people tend to go for maybe a Stampin' Up cut and emboss machine, or bigger items, since you're getting £55 worth for free. And you will also get free shipping, so you save just under a £5 on your starter kit. Morning, Lisa. Hope you're well. So yeah, I am getting very wrinkly on one side, or I'm losing weight on my face. One of the two. Anyway, so many people join for many different reasons. For me, I had not long found Paper Crafts, and I just found Stampin' Up by accident. So there is going to be thousands out there who don't even know about us. So my aim is to try and reach as many of those crafty people as possible. Introduce them to Stampin' Up, either as a follower, a customer, a team member. Yeah, so links to join my team and all this information is over on my website. Okay, now let me see now. So I've got a little bit here that says about the most frequently asked questions, and I've already said, hi Diana, I've already explained I joined because I'd just found paper crafting. However, I very quickly become overwhelmed with all the different products, different colours, different brands, and I had just kind of collected a big hoard of lots of stuff. So I found Stampin' Up by accident, shopped once with my upline, and then joined the next month, and I'm so glad that I did, because now I have my own team. I have my own YouTube channel, but of course not everybody joins for that. So I used to go to the gym a lot, and my ME hit me in 2015, and I had to give up my full-time job, had to give up the gym, and had to give up walking, running. Oh, it was a nightmare. So there was a big gap in my life. So Stampin' Up filled that. I wasn't aware of the lovely community that was going on that's involved with Stampin' Up. I wasn't aware of any of that. I just liked the product. I liked how it all coordinated well together, and it made my crafting life really easy. Steph's saying she joined us. She loves everything matches and goes together perfectly. Yes, that is one of the main reasons I like it. It's so easy to be creative, even when you don't feel like your mojo's there. For instance, I've struggled to craft for a few weeks now. Just so much going on. However, on Saturday, I just picked a card out the catalogue that I knew I had those products, and I cased a catalogue. So I made 2 gorgeous cards, slightly different, and then I changed my colour scheme and made 2 completely different ones on a YouTube live. So just by looking at one image in the catalogue, I got 4 gorgeous cards. So the catalogue is full of lots of inspiration and stuff, but there's lots of groups as well, like this one, and I have a private team group as well for the demonstrator team with Smithy Stampers. So does anybody have any questions so far? I mean, I know some of you are already demonstrators, but just ask away if you like, because anybody that's watching on Catch Up, is there anything you maybe wanted to know about that you didn't know about when you first joined? For me, it was definitely the wider community and all these online and in-person friendships. Wasn't aware any of that existed. I was very new to social media, socialising as such. So, yeah. Hi, Lynn. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you. My coffee's nearly cold. Look awful white today, but I have this Body Shop powder that goes on, and it's just too light for my face. Right, so I'm just going to go through some of the benefits or some of the perks that you would get as a demonstrator. Now, first of all, I'll say that there's 2 types of people that join. There's people that want the discount and all things Stampin' Up that go with that, all the perks. And there is also those that want to maybe start craft classes and incorporate all their crafty skills into a business and make extra money from that. But I will say it does take a lot of hard work and dedication to get a business set up. And what really helps is if you already have a wee network of crafty friends, that certainly does help. However, some people join for a discount and then maybe 2-3 years later think, no, I want to do that. I could do YouTube, or I could do craft classes. So when I first joined Stampin' Up, I already knew I wanted to do something for the community. So I started budget card making classes. So it was for a couple of hours on a Saturday, £5 each. I would design a project and then make 2 cards. And I was wanting to keep it at that price point because I know not everybody can afford, say, 15 for a workshop or 25 for a workshop. I do workshops, however, they're more tend to be once a month online. So yeah, and I thought if I get at least 7 people to come, that is my minimums covered each week. So I wouldn't be out of pocket as such for the minimum sales value that we've got to reach every quarter. Morning, Nikki. Hope you're well. Lisa joined for the discount, but stay for the relationship she's made. Definitely, and you and I met online just through all the contacts with Stampin' Up, and I mean, a lot of people do join Stampin' Up to fill a gap sometimes in their life, or to, I don't know, just to get your creativity back. There's lots of reasons why people join, and you often find that we're all very similar. Many of us are similar with things going on in our own lives and stuff, and crafting really does help people be creative, and it's so good for your well-being as well. So what else can we get now? So you get £55 on top of your £75 fee, £5 free shipping. There is an automatic business kit that comes in your starter kit. It's worth about £55. There's catalogues, order forms, etc. in there. If you don't have any crafty friends, you could just keep a hold of them, or you could give them out. And even if someone was buying a £20 kit off you, that would help towards your minimums as well. Karen saying, can't believe we know crafters on the other side of the world. It's just amazing, isn't it? And we often do card swaps and things, so it's really amazing. Steph saying, I've only rejoined because I missed the quality of the Stampin' Up, the discounts, and also the family. Ah, we missed you too, and it's lovely to have you in my team, hon. Right, so the free business pack, you don't need to do anything with that, but you can keep it aside for if you want to. So you're going to get your £20% discount on orders after you join. You need to take into account the conversion rate for CSB and also VAT for that. So it's just slightly under 20. You can promote and get another 5% off your goodies. Oh, hi Ian. Hi Hazel. Enjoy your gym, honey. Enjoy your gym. So yeah, so it's really good. You get lots of good things. You get exclusive support from the Stampin' Up community. Your team leader, like for instance my group, there's demo support. There's a whole array of support out there, tutorials and things like that. Stampin' Up's really good at giving you ideas to keep you inspired and keep you creating. And it's important to utilise them, whether it's in your personal crafty time or your business, because let's face it, sometimes we all lose our mojo, and yeah, there's really no excuse to not craft, because there's so much ideas there for Stampin' Up and other crafters out there that inspire us. I know we've all got our favourites and what have you. So yeah, you get weekly updates that informs you of any new products that are coming out. You get to order out of the new catalogues. It's called pre-order, earlier than the general public, so that's good. You get access to online and in-person events. Hopefully next year's all going to be in person, but it would be good to have some online Stampin' Up events as well for those that don't like leaving the house. Okay, so what else is there? We have a flex point incentive as well for your performance that go towards earning an incentive trip. I am nowhere near earning that, but it's not impossible. I know many demo contacts that have in the UK and abroad that have achieved that. It just takes time, takes consistency, and you've got to. I'm very much a, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. So yeah. So often people say, do I need to make this a business? No, you don't. Many demonstrators are their own best customer, and like I say, that's why a lot join as well for discount. Some people ask me, do I need to do social media? No, you don't. You could just keep all your craft in private. However, I would encourage people that are online to share online, because you just don't know who you're inspiring. And I've already touched on, you don't need to run a business, but there's always the option there and the support from me if you want to. Often people say, do I need to live near you? No, you don't. Because online we can connect with anybody in the world up and down the country, and also there's events up and down the country as well when it's in person. So although I maybe will see my team that are closer to me, I will still have the opportunity to see you guys that are maybe down south, etc. So what support will I receive? I'm just at the end of a message. We do team meetings, we do team updates, we do Zoom craft alongs together as a team. Yesterday was our first in-person lunch since all the lockdown, so it was amazing. My heart was full. Ian saying that hobby demos outnumber business ones by quite a large percentage. Yep, and like I say, people do love a discount. So you're getting a discount and you're getting the early bird insights into what's coming up. So minimum sales value, everybody asks what's the minimum spend. When you join, there's 4 quarters in the year. The Stampin' Up year starts 1st of October. So this current quarter is October, November, December. So if you were to join the next couple of days, you have until the end of December as a grace period, and then it's the next quarter, January to March, that you would need to meet your minimums. So what I say to people is spread out your spend, or some people like to save on shipping, so they'll just do a bulk order, maybe on payday once a month. That's what I do. I do an order for business supplies such as cardstock and stuff like that for my tutorials. I do that on my payday. And often I'll top up a workshop order to get customers nice freebies and stuff. What if you can't meet your minimums? Life happens. You know what? Things happen to us that are out of our control. But if you can't meet your minimums, just reach out to me in the first instance, and then we can take it forward. Can you change your mind when you join? Yes, you have a cooling off period, and that's all detailed in the independent demonstrator agreement that you would be signing up to when you join the team. There are facilities such as an online shop that you can subscribe to. You do get, see you later Alison, you do get 2 months free, and it's a demonstrator business DWBS. Always get mixed up. Demonstrator business website. It's a tongue twangler. And that allows people to shop direct with you, but you do need to set a permission in your account so that you would show up if people search for demonstrators near me. There's also a good feature on that store that if someone doesn't have a demonstrator and they're shopping for the first time, it will automatically pick someone that's close to them. So that's good. Ian saying you do get a pending month to make it up. You certainly do. You do get a pending month before you're cut, shall we say. So yeah, but I would definitely recommend joining. And yeah, you can do it. I believe in every one of you. Does anybody have any more questions? Or any questions? Friendships is the best for me, and I love inspiring. I did retitle to Silver Elite leader status last month, or was it earlier this month? It was recently. However, that's not what I'm all about. I'm not all about my personal promotions. I join to inspire people, to connect with people, and to keep myself sane by giving myself a new outlet for all my creativity. Ian joined for a discount nearly 6 years ago. You certainly did, and you recently celebrated your 5-year anniversary. Stampin Up give you a beautiful pin that you could collect. Unfortunately, I need to wait till I'm 5 years before I get my first one. But you do get one on your first anniversary too. So that's really good. That's really good. And as a team leader, I too need to meet the minimums as well. I was having a giggle with my team actually last month, because on my reports it said for this quarter you still need 0.57 CSV to meet the minimums. And everybody was saying, don't put an order in just for that, but I knew I had orders coming, so it was absolutely fine. Hazel joined for a discount. It'll be 2 years in January. Oh, nearly your stamp anniversary. That's amazing. Amazing. I think I really need to go for a sunbed or something. I'm looking awful pale. Ian chose a necklace for Liz as she funds my hobby. Yes, I got a lovely necklace as well. Hi, Margaret. If anybody's watching on replay, please do #replay. If you're watching this later on, feel free to reach out to me. Like I say, I'm here to answer any questions. Yeah. So does anybody else have anything they'd like to ask? Or it was really good to meet up with some of the team yesterday, because the last 2 years we've missed out on in-person events. So I was really, really, really chuffed. Nikki saying, sounds good. I am home a bit more now than usual, so crafting more when my health allows. Good. That's exactly. And most of you know that I have ME. And I'm a bit fatigued today because I was out yesterday. But when I have a good day, I will be very productive, and it keeps me kind of planned ahead for the month. So there is ways to do it. You've just got to do what you got to do. So on my team page we do monthly challenges where the team are gifted surprises and stuff. In fact, I'm due a delivery today for new team members' gifts that are arriving. So what else? I'm trying to think what else. Does anybody else have any questions? Steph saying, same here, when my back allows me to sit for more than 20 minutes, I'll craft away. I have had this really stiff neck since Monday, but I think it's because the last 2 months I've missed my spine manipulation. So I think something's out in my neck, my cervical spine and my lower back, because I'm getting pins and needles down one arm and things. But I wasn't well enough to attend, so... So yeah, so the recent challenge that we have on my team page, nobody will see that because, like I say, it's a private group, is to take something at the pound shop, like a pretend tea light, or what do you call it, fairy lights, or a picture frame, or upcycle a frame that's in the house, or a house item, and pimp it up, Stampin' Up style. So that is what the oh, someone's messaging me. My Stampin' Up buddy, actually. I'll message her back later. Karen from Corey Paper Crafts. So, yeah. So that's a challenge, to pimp up Stampin' Up style a home decor item, or something out Poundland or something like that. So I'm quite interested to see what everyone's going to make. So, yes. So does anybody else have any more questions? I was wanting to try and keep this to 30 minutes. So yeah, I'm not wanting to bore you all too much with the ins and outs. But all this information is over on my website. I also have a special smithystampers.co.uk website address that just takes you straight to my Join My Team page on my smithscraftycreations.com. So, Liz Stands to Craft says it helps her back and sciatica. Oh, I bet it does. I was just, we were just talking about you yesterday, actually, Ian, wondering if your sciatica issues have been addressed yet. I think these old grey cells remembered everything from the last time. Yes, and you're already in with the bricks now. Woohoo! So that's good. So yeah, I love my crafting, my little crafting space here in the dining room. Nikki saying we definitely look into it, keeps me safe. Good. Well, I know what you mean. I know what you meant, rather. Good. So I'm just trying to think last minute if there's any other things that I can think of. There's so much. I remember when I first joined, I was wanting to build a team. Things like this used to petrify me, doing lives and stuff like that. But the more you do it, learning stuff bit by bit, I retain it better. So let me see. So if you were to join, an important part of that is to sign up as a customer first. Make sure that you have a current Stampin' Up customer account, and then it makes the process easier for joining. And all the links are on my pages on my website at smithscraftycreations.com, and you go to the join button. Ian's still waiting on his nerve block injection. They don't give them out up here in Fife, and you could be crawling on the floor and they still won't give you one. So yeah. Right, folks, I'm going to go. I think I've covered everything that I would want to ask. Like I say, I just jump in with 2 feet when I joined. Didn't ask anything, just asked where's the link, and I joined up, and then I just learned about stuff as we went along. So yeah, I'm going to go just now. Feel free to send me a wee message. The only thing that people might find annoying about joining is the amount of time it takes you to pick what you want in your kit. So I would recommend doing a yes please list and sticking to it, because it maybe only take you about half an hour to join up. But if you keep changing your mind about what products you want in your kit, it could take you all day. Okay, everyone, thank you for my demo friends for coming on and supporting me and singing the praises of Stampin' Up. It is an amazing company, and I'm so glad that I found it. Okay, folks, I'll go just now, and I look forward to talking to you all again. Bye.